Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
I'm back.
You had a nice little long weekend.
It was a 4-day weekend and it flew by.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it really did.
Much like people who are working from home. It's like the never-ending Monday.
I know, isn't it like Groundhog Day?
It is.
It's like you have to remind yourself, what day of the week is it now?
Today is Monday for the folks at home still in their pajamas from Friday.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about the weekend coming up in just a bit. But first, we want to really quickly bring you up to date on really some of the biggest changes. And starting last night at 8 o'clock is one of the biggest we've seen.
We saw the face mask mandate go into effect. And this is really a face covering. So anything to protect you and to protect others. Any essential businesses, the customers, the employees all need to wear these. So this is a huge deal.
Yeah, in fact, you're supposed to be the business is supposed to turn you away if you show up.
Yeah.
One note, though, that parents may not know about, babies under 2 are not required to wear masks.
Which is good news, because I really did wonder how we were going to get a mask on Rocco without him pulling it out. I mean, it's hard at that age.
It's a whole different thing at that age.
Yeah, they don't really understand.
Not at all.
The other thing that a lot of people were wondering if any changes were going to happen, and they have, the state liquor stores are now going to start doing curbside pickups. And this is huge because online orders were not going very well.
No, in fact, the website, every time that I checked in and a lot of other people checked in, said we can't do it right now, you know. So starting today, you phone your order, and it's only certain locations, but you call in with your order from 9 until 1 or until they cut it off, because they're going to fill as many orders as they think they can get done in any given day and then stop it. But it begins today at some locations.
Okay, and so you can only get 6 bottles.
Right.
I was like, okay, that should suffice. But yeah, I guess some people
choose wisely, Heather.
Choose wisely. You only get 6 per color per day, by the way.
The other thing we want to mention, the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, they're doing it again. Boy, they're doing incredible work right now.
It's amazing.
Another distribution event today in Duquesne. It goes from noon until 3 o'clock, and so we applaud them for what they're doing. Yeah,
and those traffic restrictions, they will be in place along Route 837, because we have seen very long lines of people trying to get there. Those are expected to be in effect until around 3:30 this afternoon. So if you live in that area and you're not going to the food bank, just keep that in mind today. And if you are, expect to wait. We have seen some very long lines.
Okay, let's talk weekend.
Yeah, tell me
let's
how your
get to it.
Long weekend was.
Well, you know what? We did a lot of Zoom calls, which we've been doing over the weekends, catching up with people, and it's almost like I'm getting in touch with people more than I would otherwise. Like if we were free to roam, we wouldn't see as many people as we're seeing right now. So I think we have a picture of Gary and I are set up. So this is where we do it in the kitchen. So we set up the computer like on the ledge of the bar, and then we just chat away. And you know, we have little bar stools down there, and we had a lot of fun. We've been catching up with people that we don't normally catch up with.
And you're not in a suit. This is your quarantine outfit.
You always seem surprised.
With glasses.
You think I sleep in a suit.
I do.
Just ready in case news breaks.
I do.
I'm gonna run out there.
Your hair perfectly coiffed. You just look put together all the time.
I'm glad that I have you fooled. All right. The other thing we've been doing, and all weekend long, I am so fortunate to be married to someone who can cook. He loves to cook too. So last night he did these breaded pork cutlets, and here's the thing. So it's a wonderful thing until it becomes your turn to do dinner. It's my turn to do dinner tonight. And Heather, I got no ideas.
Well, you have to, actually, someone sent me a message on Facebook today that they tried Bill Fuller's recipe last week, stuffed chicken thighs. Maybe you should try that one.
Really?
They said it turned out fantastic.
Okay, I may look at that, because we have chicken thighs, actually.
Does Gary get as mad at you as Frankie does when you're like, let me just take a quick picture of you. Let me just take video.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He's like, well, he's always asking, you know, am I going to be in this picture? Am I like, what are you seeing here? Yeah, because I'm doing the exact same thing, because I'm like, I've got to share something. I've got to show this. Yeah. And this is impressive. And anyway, I think I'm going to make pancakes and bacon.
Oh, nice.
Breakfast for dinner.
I like it.
It always works.
I have nothing to share with you because, well,
oh no,
we did nothing.
You didn't? Okay.
Frankie was on his way home from work on Saturday morning, and he said, what do you want to do today? Because he was working at the firehouse 24 hours. And I said, I don't know. The same thing we did yesterday. or the day before, or the day before that.
It's kind of come that. Although I saw a picture that you shared, I'm pretty sure it was this Friday, of the pizza you got.
Oh,
because you got pizza at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
We did,
like,
yeah.
Oh my, I want pizza now. So that's what we wound up having. Frozen pizza.
You had frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Well, we did. We like to hop around to different pizza places and try different places, but on Friday I went to a tried and true favorite. Recommended by Selena, who used to work there back in the day when she was in high school.
Really?
Giuliano's in Robinson Township.
And did it live up to everything you wanted it to be?
Well, we've been there a couple times, so I knew what to expect, but we've never gotten takeout from there, so it was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something else that happened this weekend for a lot of people, it's Orthodox Easter, and of course, it's celebrated in a very different way, I'm sure.
My Aunt Terry was very upset about this. She always likes to cook a big lamb roast on Easter Sunday for Orthodox Easter, and so she's really
such a good host, too. I've been to Aunt Terry's house.
But I'm going to embarrass her for a minute, but in a good way, if it's okay. So she was picking up some essentials to get ready to cook for immediate family for Orthodox Easter, and she decided to pick up the tab for the person in front of her.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I'm embarrassing her a little bit. And she said it wasn't a huge order, but she said that selfishly she did it for her because she wanted to do something to give back. She wanted to I think some of us are lacking feeling. I mean, aside from the anxiety and kind of those feelings, but just to feel good.
And it gives you a chance to do something. I think sometimes you feel more stressed because things feel out of control.
Right.
And if you're able to take an action in some way, like do that.
Right.
And also I think it's inspiring. Like normally people do things like this, and obviously Aunt Terry isn't telling the world. Heather Abraham is telling the world what Aunt Terry did. But I actually think it's kind of neat right now to speak up about what people are doing because it may inspire other people to do the same thing.
Yeah, I thought it was really neat, and it actually made me think, well, what could I do? But you're not out as much as you normally would be, too, so that makes it a little bit more challenging.
Well, way to go, Aunt Terry.
Well, you mentioned that you were going to make breakfast for dinner, right? Oh, we wanted to talk about this first, the O.
Wait, actually, let's talk about these Zoom meetings. Because the Zoom meetings...
We're all over the place here.
We have a lot to talk about. The Zoom meetings that a lot of people are doing now, so businesses are doing these, and if they're becoming a little bit boring, there's an animal sanctuary in California that's offering a way to spruce things up. Yes, you can have a llama or a goat or a cow join your video call. This is a place called Sweet Farm, and it's called Go-To-Meeting. They've had 100 calls, but 500 requests at this point. So it costs $65 to have one of these make a cameo in your Zoom meeting, and then the money raised helps the animal sanctuary there.
Can we get this for KDKA?
I don't know. We should ask.
Oh, we should ask.
We could have a llama join us here on PGL. How much fun is that?
Well, sticking with animals, I don't know if you saw this video floating around. So this guy in Michigan decides to get some fake teeth to pull pranks on people. But then he says the teeth went missing. And look where they wound up.
I do think, based on his laugh, I think this is legit. I think the dog picked up the teeth, and somehow the teeth fit perfectly in there. I don't. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
It's a very happy dog. The dog's name is Thomas. Thomas is a Yorkshire Terrier, and they do fit pretty well.
I saw the video already, but every time I see it, I can't even. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
All right, well, a lot of people were not smiling when they found out that the O closed. And obviously businesses are shut down anyways because of the coronavirus, but they noticed that it was closed, and this is a huge shock. It's a staple in Oakland.
It is a landmark in Pittsburgh. I think anybody who went to the University of Pitt probably has memories here. Even if you didn't go to Pitt, you have memories here. So people noticed on Saturday that it was shut down, and then reportedly the owner decided to close because of the coronavirus, but also several other reasons. And he also donated, listen to this, he donated 35,000 pounds of potatoes to a nonprofit. I mean, otherwise they would go to waste, so he wanted to help them out. And listen to this, the original was formed in 1960. It was founded by two brothers, Sid and Mo Simon. and they created something that really became a well-known landmark in Pittsburgh.
It's sad to hear that they're closing, but we hope that good things are coming for the owner now.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Hopefully this was a positive decision made for him.
Yeah.
All right, well, you mentioned breakfast for dinner. This is where I was going before. We had some great pictures that were sent in to us from the McLean family. So they decided, yeah, we're all stuck at home. Let's have theme night dinners.
I love the idea of this.
It's so fun.
Because this makes each night memorable. You remember what happened because that was the night we went to Morocco, or that's the night we went to Japan.
Okay, well, first they started with breakfast for dinner, so maybe not something so wonderful like that. But next night, night 2, Mexican fiesta.
Here, this is what I'm talking about.
So they had a nice little taco bar set up. They had a lot of fun with that, as you can see. And then the next night they did a Japanese steakhouse.
Oh,
so
wow.
you know when you go to the Japanese steakhouse and they wheel the cart to you and they cook right in front of you. They even had a hot plate, like a griddle, and the one woman cooked right in front of everybody.
This is a great family.
Okay,
and look who has all that outfits to do this.
And just so you know, I did talk with them, Stephanie, and she says that they had all of this stuff in their house. They just kind of improvised. So they didn't go out to buy the extra supplies to throw at parties.
Right, but
so
they had this here.
Yeah,
okay.
so then they had America Night.
America Night.
America Night.
I like that they dropped the A.
And on Friday, they decided to have Formal Night.
Oh, wow. You know, and unfortunately, there's so many kids right now who aren't able to have their prom and all that kind of stuff. But
something fun to do.
Yeah, that's something fun to do. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so maybe you could have theme night for your cooking tonight.
Well, we're getting started with the breakfast. I don't know. Maybe I should make French toast, and then it would be French.
There you go.
I don't know. All right, a lot of people at this point, because of the order, are sewing masks, if you can sew, sewing masks at home, and then many people, professional sewers or people who are really good at it, are sharing those masks with different organizations. But there is a way, if you have no sewing skills like me, there is a way to actually create a mask, and we wanted to sort of share this with you today, because I did this over the weekend. I did not have a bandana at home, which is what you should have.
We just got them from KDKA.
Yeah.
All right, so actually I have to give a shout out too to my next door neighbor Barb, who actually made us masks, so we have them. But if you don't,
fantastic.
I know.
They look really good too.
For the kids, she even made them for the kids. But if you don't, you can take some. Now it's recommended that you use something maybe a little bit softer, like a hairband, aside from rubber bands, because these can maybe hurt a little bit. But this is what we had on.
Yeah, we both had rubber bands. We did not have bands, but the hairbands would work better. And also, the bandana fabric is the kind of fabric that you want.
Right.
Like jersey fabric, not as good. But this kind of fabric, and I learned this from Sanjay Gupta. I watched his video.
Okay, so you slide the rubber band, like
you fold it, yeah.
Okay, and then slide rubber bands or hair bands if you have that.
Okay.
And
you slide it in what, like sort of a quarter of the way, not quite a quarter of the way.
Maybe like 4.
Because you're gonna do one more fold. That's the thing. Because this is the fold. This is the pivotal fold where you tuck it, according to Sanjay Gupta.
So fold over one end.
Yeah. And then you fold the other end over.
And tuck it inside the folded fabric.
Right. This is the part that might be a little harder. But the good news is we have all the instructions at PittsburghTodayLive.com. So if we're doing it not so well.
So then you'll take the gum band. Now this is folded, and you'll take the gum bands and you'll
and it goes right over.
And now I'm representing KDKA.
There you go.
CVS.
Now see, I had to add a step to it because with the gum bands, as we say here in Pittsburgh, the gum bands, it like pulled on my ear, and like my ears would like let go. So here's what I did. I put a paper clip on the back, and then put both the gum bands around the paper clip, and then let's see if I can do this.
There you go.
This is what I wound up with. And it actually holds it in place really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my little mask.
It doesn't torture my ears as much.
Okay, so we are starting something today because this mandate went into place last night. We wanted to see your masks. A lot of people are getting creative.
Yeah, really creative. And we know from all of you guys, you come up with stuff that is super cool and creative. So send us your pictures of your masks.
And this is 8-month-old Connor.
Oh, okay.
So Connor's sitting there, coronavirus 2020, and Mary Beth and Dave, and look at these.
These are Andy Warhol masks.
Very
Look closely,
neat.
and you can see Marilyn Monroe there. You can see other Andy. That's very stylish.
So tell us what you're doing, if you're making them at home, if you're doing something else, using a bandana, whatever it is. Send us your pictures on our Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page.
Yeah, we're going to share them. You know, it's sort of a DIY, but, you know, we're making it work right now, and we want to see your creativity, so please share. All right, time for us to take a break because coming up, we have some laughs to start off your Monday. We're talking with comedian Aaron Kleiber about his life at home with 3 kids and a new comedy special on Amazon Prime Video.
Plus, an all-star Grammy salute to Prince. Top performers take the stage in a CBS special. One of the stars and friend of Prince, Sheila E., joins us next, so get ready to put on your purple sweats and enjoy the show from home.
Makes me want to dance just hearing that. And if you are like many others, you have a new puppy in your home to keep you company during the quarantine. Coming up, we ask Dr. Mike about the challenges of raising a puppy in isolation. And for all dog owners, what to do when your groomer is closed. We will have all that and much more coming up on this PTL on Monday, April 20th. Thank you for starting your week with us. We're going to be right back.